Squishmallow squad, get us underway. Oh, strong header from Maui, straight to Boyle on the wing. Here comes Gordon. It's a goal!
The Squishmallow squad are now in Happy Meal. Some fun, some food, it's all inside this Happy Meal. Until the 3rd of August from 11 a.m. Includes one pre-selected book or toy. Squishmallows range comprises toys only. While stocks last. Fair ordering policy applies.
You are listening to Comedy Club for Kids presents Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense, Radio Nonsense.
Hello and welcome to Radio Nonsense, the official Comedy Club for Kids podcast that's suitable for all ages from 2
the safe and effective way to clean and dry your ears.
And everything in between. I'm Tiernan, and how are all of you listeners? Are you well? Are you stuck in a well? If you're not sure, try saying something, and if it echoes back and water drips on your head at the same time, you might be stuck in a well. And I really hope someone's going to get you out of there soon, because they're pretty damp and horrible. Unless, of course, you're some sort of water goblin and you live in the well, and then I hope someone doesn't get you out of there soon, as that would be really annoying. You're like, I'm at home, leave me alone. I am very well today, thanks for asking. You didn't ask? Oh, well, look, you can ask now, if you like. I'll give you a chance. Thanks for asking. I'm very well. That doesn't mean I'm really like a well. I'm not full of water, although I am full of some water, as I've drunk some just now, because I was thirsty. Maybe I am like a well. Is a water goblin living in my head? I don't think so. Linda, is a water goblin living in my head, Linda? Ah, well. Oh, I just said well again. Maybe I am a well. Oh, what's that, listeners? A letter just for me, and it's come in a very nice envelope too, and it had its own fanfare. That's quite rare. I wonder what's inside. Oh, yeah, I mean, I should probably just open it, shouldn't I? That's how you find out. Oh my gosh, it's a little bit smudged, and I can't quite read it properly, but I'm pretty sure, listeners, that this letter is from, can you believe it, Buckingham Palace. Wow, that's what I can sort of make out. The bee and the Ham Palace, it all looks very fancy. And it says, I've been awarded a very special prize. Wow, oh wow. I knew this day would come, listeners. I knew that one day, after all my searching for Linda and keeping of the rare but dangerous stinky hippos and all my campaigns against Lemons R Us and dealing with all the mailbag from you and all my interviews with important guests and answering all those questions, that one day someone important would recognise my efforts. Wow, my mind is blown. What do I do? I'm going to have to go, obviously. I'm not sure I've got the right clothes for something like this. Do you know, for these events, you always have to wear a kind of fancy hat, don't you? That's what I've read. And I think a hat is pretty much anything you put on your head. So, fancy hat, something like this? Oh, no, sorry, that's a chicken. Something like this? No, that's a toaster. What can I put on my head for such an occasion? What kind of fancy hat could I get? I'm so excited, but before I can spend too much time thinking about this, I do have to very quickly check the mailbag and see what all of you brilliant listeners have sent me this week. Katie says, hi. And that's it. Thanks, Katie. Hi to you too. Well, I like that. You know, no need to complicate things with lots of words. It's short and to the point. Very good. And obviously, I can't spend lots of time replying to messages because I've got to get ready for collecting my special award from the King. What I do need to let you all know, though, is that loads and loads and loads of you have sent questions in. So if I mention your name next, your question will be answered before the little break over the summer. Elephant 15, Zai, Eloise C, and Luna, all of your questions are coming up and will be answered, as well as the question from Linda today. And then Fergus, Cheetah, Francine, Pretty Flower 76, Goofy R, Super Sharky G, Lily, Yoda Can Sing, Clyro, Nora, and Candy Flossie. All your questions will get answered after the summer break, I promise. And if you didn't hear your name, then you got to make sure that you got your nearest gib-faced gump, grown up, to help you email your question to me at podcast@comedyclub4kids.co.uk. You can also reply to an episode on the Spotify Q&A or leave a review on Apple Podcasts. But I can't be sure I always see all of those. So the best way to make sure I definitely get your question and get it answered on the show is just to email it in. Oh, right. Okay. Now I need to choose a hat, listeners. A fancy hat. This? Sorry. This is so tricky. While I go through everything I might be able to wear as a fancy hat for this special occasion, you listen to this most importantest bit. I'm so pleased that back on the podcast for a third time, it is Mr Fibbers, who I understand has just been promoted to being the Chief Executive Officer for Ladles all around the world. Hey, Mr Fibbers, how's things?
Hello, good day to you, Tiernan. Good day. How are you?
It's very good. That was a very fancy greeting there. Is this because you're now, because of your new position?
Because I'm a new position, or also because I am now a 3-time attendee of Radio Nonsense, so I expect my special jacket in the post soon.
Yes.
To show that, yes.
Is that what I have to give out?
You did promise.
It's a special jacket. Is that what I'm? Is that what I said?
I'm pretty sure. Did you not?
Well, I just
That's
wanted.
the only reason I'm doing this.
You sure I didn't say special jacket potato?
Yeah. No,
Yeah,
jacket
okay.
potato. Yep, it was. Oh, I misheard. Well,
Yeah.
I expect my jacket potato still to be whole when it gets delivered, not mashed potato by the end of it.
It will, but because it's a jacket potato, not just a raw potato, I will cook it. I'll send it in the little foil, like a little foil wrap, and hopefully it'll reach you while it's still nice and piping hot.
Oh, that'd be good. If I open up and be like, it's really hot, I'll be like, yes, I've got my proper jacket potato. Cool.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah. I think if you come on this show again for the 4th time, you get a commemorative weasel. If you come on the show a 5th time, then I'm trying to think what I've not had anyone on the show 5 times yet. I don't know if I've worked out. What would you like on a 5th time?
Well, if I'm getting a jacket potato and then a weasel, maybe a kazoo.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
Maybe a kazoo, yeah, because then I can use that. I can train the weasel with the kazoo. I can be like, and get the weasel to approach me. Yes.
Hang on, I just.
Oh,
need
do
to
I get the kazoo first? Maybe I need the kazoo first.
Well, I was going to say that was a really accurate kazoo noise that you made without a kazoo. I don't know if I need to be sending you a kazoo.
Fair one.
Yeah, I'm just saying, it's like I may as well save the money on the kazoo, send you something you actually need, like what I always find in like a drawer is a button that I'm not sure what it goes on or what it's a spare button for. So I'll send you one of those, and then it might fit something you have.
Oh, that would be amazing. Then I can put it in my drawer that I have with my collection of things that I know I will need at some point.
Yes.
But I will only need them once I throw them away.
That's where I was going to send you the button from. Yeah. And as soon as I send you that button, I'll realise it's a button for something I really needed a button for. So that's
it will be. Your shirt just opens and you're like,
no.
Okay.
Ping! It's like, oh no. How are you? Are you good?
I am very well, thank you. I'm like yesterday it was so sunny, and today's going to be even sunnier. So I'm living the dream. We don't see the sun much in Scotland, so it's magical.
No, I did think, if you want to see the sun more, have you thought about living in space?
I tried it. It's although it's sunny, it's still quite cold.
Yes, that's the problem.
You've got to put a jumper and a jacket on, even though the sun's there. How is that possible? Like you feel like you're getting closer to the sun, but it's colder. Oh, science.
Yeah. Do you know, now you brought that up, that's really that really ruins it for me. I hadn't really thought about that.
Sorry.
No. It's just I was considering during the winter months maybe emigrating to what's the planet that's right by the sun? Is that Venus? No,
that's Mercury. However, Venus is the hottest planet.
Right, but
Venus isn't the closest one.
That's interesting. But maybe is it just like the hottest because it's got the newest fashion and the newest trends and?
Yeah, maybe that's what it meant. It doesn't actually mean temperature-wise. It just means if you go there, you've got to look ace when you get there.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Yeah, everyone on Venus is pretty hot, and it's really cool.
Yeah, man.
Oh, it's not cool. Well, it's cool because it's hot. Oh, this is confusing. But you know what I mean? It's a hot planet where everyone's super cool. Yeah, I like. Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, well, I'll reconsider.
That should be this. That should be the slogan for Venus. If we ever start like traveling to different planets and we live on Venus, that should be it's so hot it's cool. That should be the slogan. I like that.
That's a great. Well, I mean, I'm sure that should we start living on Venus, they'll need someone in marketing for Venus. So I reckon you should go for it.
I think we should that's a trademark now. So if they come up with that in the next few years, we can go back to this. We'll be millionaires.
I like it. It's good. It's good to have jobs ready for the future because I think if robots take all our jobs here on Earth, then at least we can go to Venus and do marketing.
No robots.
Advertising.
There's no robots on Venus.
That's true. Yeah. And there won't be as well. I'll make sure. I'm not going to let any come. Is that allowed? Is that robotist?
That's absolutely. I don't think so. I think it's fine. I like because you mentioned obviously the robots and the AI things taking all our jobs and stuff. AI up here is just how we normally speak. It'll be like, hey, AI.
Yeah.
Do you know? Yeah. So it's slowly transitioning into becoming what people know as AI, but up here it's just colloquial.
That's tricky, isn't it? Because there's a creature called an AI, which is spelled AI, and I've tried asking that questions. Just say like, "Hey, AI, what should I have for my breakfast today?" And it doesn't give you answers like AI would. It just sort of squeaks and gets a bit scared.
You need an AI.
Yes, that's a really good idea. And artificial intelligence. It's very hard to say. Yeah. Well, I was also hoping that maybe rather than being angry with robots, maybe AI was just lots of AIs sitting at computers.
AIs. I can't remember how many I's or A's we've used. Oh, so confused.
It's a lot, isn't it? It's a lot of vowels. I'm sorry for the listeners who are allergic to vowels. It is tricky. What about, I was going to say on the sunshine issue, have you thought about every winter birds just fly somewhere where it's warm and then they fly back? Have you thought about doing that? Have you thought about just being like a bird?
I haven't. I'm now, as soon as you mention that, I'm like, could I fit on a goose? Like,
yeah,
because I can't fly, and I know there's planes, but they're expensive and bad for the environment. But if I can make it as natural as possible, is there any way I could fit on a big goose? There's loads here. We get lots of Canadian geese up here.
Oh yeah.
Well, I don't. Are they Canadian if they're born here? I don't know. But I'm thinking they're big enough for me to sit on and fly south. Oh,
yeah, I mean, some geese are pretty big, right? And I think, don't they say like a goose. Geese. Gooses. Yeah, that's right. If one of them like hits you, like it's quite serious. Like their wing, is it geese or is it swans? That if they hit you, it's like they can really break a bone. They're quite strong.
Maybe both. I wouldn't want to test the theory.
No, don't.
They say swans can break your arm, but I think a goose would give you a good run for its money.
I've
never been in a fight with a goose, but I wouldn't like to.
No, well, they say you shouldn't say boo to a goose, and I wonder if that's because if you scared it, it would turn around and it would like attack you, and then then you're in trouble.
Yeah, then you're in trouble. Like, you don't know what type of martial arts geese know. They might have an unheard of one, and that you can't defend against what you don't know. So you say boo to a goose, ooh,
yeah,
get a wing chop to the face.
Yeah, I'd be really scared. It's kung fu, isn't it? Where people do like crane stance and monkey stance, all sorts of stuff.
Is it the drunken monkey?
Or is
it just a normal monkey? Yeah,
sober monkey. And then swan. But there must I wonder if geese have like a goose's stance.
A goose stance.
Yeah, honk stance, goose stance.
It's just the wings out charging at you. That's
I wouldn't.
That's the goose. Yeah, the geese stance.
The poltergeist stance. But what I was going to say is that if they're that strong, they're strong enough to carry you to somewhere warm, right?
Yeah. I think if I could befriend a goose that's big enough, they could take me. I mean, they're not carrying anything else. They don't have luggage. I'm sure they wouldn't mind taking me for a wee bit.
Yeah. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Even just down to Cornwall, that'll be fine. That's warm enough for me. It doesn't need to be far.
I like that. You get a little goose trip to Cornwall.
Yeah, a goose trip.
Yeah, I think you should really look into it.
I I like how I went silent there because I'm genuinely thinking, wait, is that possible?
It must be possible. I just, yeah, I don't know. I think no one's done it before, but that doesn't mean they can't do it.
Yeah, exactly. All it means is I'd be the first, which makes it even better.
Yeah,
So, yeah.
yeah, because
I
then
don't know if I definitely need to be on top though because they poop a lot, and I don't want to be
Yes.
underneath a goose, especially for that length of time.
no, that's awkward. Yeah, well, maybe you could. I wonder if there's a way to use goose like a sort of dogs on a sled. If they could pull you, like you could kind of sit on something and then 6 geese fly you somewhere by pulling it along.
Yeah.
Or would that be a bit
Like
terrifying?
a sort of glider thing.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I've got them all attached to me. Oh,
Yeah, goose-powered glider. Yeah. I think it's definitely worth thinking about. And I think,
trying
like
it.
you say, if you're the first, you'll be getting in when it's a good idea and it's cheap. Whereas if you later it'll get commercialised, there'll be like an easy geese, and then suddenly everyone will be flying by goose, and it will cost loads of money, and the snacks will be terrible.
exactly. Yeah, but if I start up, then I can maybe start like one of those Kickstarters.
Yeah.
Kickstarter campaign, like get in on the ground
Yeah.
floor, start investing in this, and we could be the start of this new enterprise.
It's a beautiful idea. I think it's a lovely idea. You don't have to, you don't, for Kickstarters, you don't have to actually kick anyone, do you?
I don't think so. I
Okay.
hope not. I won't need to. I'll just send a goose.
Yeah. Well, that was my worries. I was hoping you wouldn't kick it, because if you kick a goose, then we're back to the whole it might break your arm. Like, we don't want to. So I'm just checking, just making sure that you'll be safe, the geese will be safe. You know.
Yes, I would make sure it's all completely environmentally friendly and and safe for the animals.
It's nice.
Yeah.
I think you got something. I think you got something there. If because I reckon Venus is a little way off. Before that job comes up, get on your
Start this up.
Yeah, Ryan Goose or whatever. I don't know what you'd call it. Air honk.
The thing is now, I'm going to be sitting for the rest of this podcast going, right, what's a good pun? What is a good pun? No, goose air. No, I can't get it. I'm going to get one. I'm going to get one.
There's. I think even just but you can go for something. I think you should. Yeah, there's honks. There's geese. Those are the only words I can think of to do with geese. There'll be something. You know. Yeah. But even just Scottish honkways or something like that. Scottish
honkways.
Yeah, Scottish.
I think that's it. I think we've nailed it. Cool. This has been fab. Well, thanks very
great.
much.
Well,
It's
that's
been
it.
great
That's
chat.
lovely. Yeah, no, thank you very much. Well, listen, I did. This is why I asked you back. This is the reason. There's a reason you've been on the show now 3 times. And what's the is it first the best, second the best? So this is the one where you get a hairy chest, which is pretty exciting.
Yes, finally.
Yeah, finally. So it takes a while, but it's there now. And you know the drill. I've got a question that I need your help to answer, but obviously you know that I have to ask you 2 very important legally binding admin questions before we get there. Are you feeling all right about those?
Oh right, yeah, absolutely. I've got I'm chill. I'm ready. I'm good.
Had you forgotten about the admin? Had you?
I always forget about stuff. It's
Sure,
just what I
sure.
do. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know? I've got such a terrible memory. I genuinely, I will put something down in front of me, and I will turn around and it's gone. And I've somehow managed to put it into a different room without even realising I've just done it. And my son's the same. He went to school yesterday, and I got a phone call from the school saying he's left his water bottle and his lunchbox at home. I said, no, he's not. He was carrying them in with him. And he genuinely was. And he'd sat them down in the playground, went into class and went, oh, I've left my stuff at home. So it
Incredible.
runs in the family. It does.
Yeah, I mean, I would say you should probably just think about. I did say poltergeist earlier, being silly, but maybe you have got poltergeist. Maybe you're thinking that you're forgetting stuff. It could be that you've got a poltergeist, a poltergoose moving things.
That would explain why every time I put something down and turn around, I hear a honk. And then I turn back and it's gone. That was my poltergeist. Did you like it?
I liked it. It really sent shivers down my spine. Actually, what a terrifying. I'd be really unnerved. You need to get yourself. What's the sort of person that would get rid of a goose? Get rid of a ghost goose? A goose.
You need An exo-weasel.
An exo-weasel. Get an exo-weasel round straight away, which obviously you'll get should you come on the podcast again. So if you can hold out
that's the fourth one, isn't it? Yeah,
that's the fourth one. Well, you get a normal weasel, but you can train it in the ways of dismissing ghost geese. And then,
we need a young weasel and an old weasel.
A young weasel. I'm sorry if you forgotten about the admin. I do have to ask you the admin.
Oh no, that's fine. I respect that. I respect that decision.
If the poltergeist takes your answer while you're saying it, I understand. I'm ready for that possibility. The first one is, and again, well, maybe you don't remember. If you've forgotten, I'll remind you. This show is for people of all ages, every possible age that you could possibly: space age, Middle Ages, Bronze Age, 7, 407, everything, 36. Every age.
I thought it was only up to 100. I thought that's what you'd done, and if they're over 100, they're not allowed to listen.
No, I see why you've got that mistake. No. It's all ages except 100. If you're 100 years old, you can't listen, but you can listen up to 99 and from 101 onwards. It's specifically for 100-year-olds. So David Attenborough is very nearly 100 at the time we're recording this. Yeah. And when he turns 100, I'm going to have to send him a letter saying, "Back off, David.
Yeah,
it's not for
calm
you
down,
anymore."
David.
Yeah.
I know he's an avid listener, so hi, David.
Well, that's right.
Sorry, you won't be able to listen for a year, but we'll see you.
Which is why we won't get his informed opinions on Goose Flight for another year. Like, we're going to have to wait for a year to hear if that's possible. So I'm sorry about that. Normally,
I can't wait for that documentary though. And here we have flying south for the winter. A Scotsman with 7 geese in front of him.
1 geese can carry 3 Scotsmen on a Wednesday afternoon. That'd be I think it'd be fantastic. I hope that's what's coming next. But obviously we won't know because he's 100. I've got to ignore him for a year. So
yeah,
it's tricky. But you've got rules are rules. That's what I say.
It's true. Rules are there so everyone can have fun. So.
Yes, exactly. Apart from the rules that say, like, no playing here.
Don't have fun.
Yeah, don't have fun. No fun. Apart from those rules. But then there's an exception to every rule, apart from that rule. Anyway, it's very confusing. Look, what I'm saying is, this show is for all ages, apart from 100. So I just want to check if there are any rude words you won't be saying.
Okay. There is a rude word that when I watch some shows, there are rude words that come on sometimes, and it's always the same word. And I don't know what it means, but every time it's on, I'm definitely not going to be saying it, and that is beep.
Wow.
So every time, and it's like, oh, that's a rude word. So I will definitely not be saying beep.
I mean, I hope not, because I know we were talking earlier about being against robots and against AI, but I think we've probably got some robot listeners, and I think what you said then would really upset them.
Yeah, exactly. And I don't want to upset anybody or anything with that. So
no, but it's
no beeps.
Now that you've mentioned it, though, the thing is I don't want to say beep on this podcast because it would really upset a lot of people. But it's all over TV. It's in lots of films, especially like Star Wars. Like R2-D2's always doing that. It's on checkout tills at the supermarket. It's on microwaves. Like, it's really, like, it's used a lot, which I find really upsetting.
Yeah, the supermarket checkouts. I like the ones that don't say beep; they say boop, and that's different.
Oh, that's nice.
That's different. So I'm okay with that. But yeah, no. I've actually my I can't say the name because it'll flash up at me. Alexa. That alerts me if there is a beep in my kitchen, which I think is quite cool. So if it beeps,
wow,
it alerts me, and I get a message on my phone saying something's beeping in your kitchen. So I like to know if something's saying that word in my kitchen. I need to know
it
about
tells you. That's really clever, actually. It warns you, and then you know to keep away in case you'll be upset.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. It doesn't tell me if it's just a boop.
I see. It doesn't tell you what type of beep or boop it is.
Yeah.
Right, because that you need. This is the problem. Like, why haven't? It's because of these eyes. They need to train up on the beeps and the boops.
Exactly, and they don't know that it's not a nice that it's a bad word. So yeah.
Yeah, there used to be, and I'm going to have to explain this to the listeners because obviously the ones that are nearing 100 or after 100, they will know this. The younger ones probably won't know this. But there used to be a thing when you called people and you left a voicemail, which nobody does anymore because it's now illegal. But when you left a voicemail, it would say, leave a message after the boop. And then you think, well, how dare you? How dare you say that to me? I'm just leaving a message. But it'd be horrible.
Do you know, I used to do this on my answer phone message.
Squishmallow squad, get us underway. Oh, strong header from Maui, straight to Boyle on the wing. Here comes Gordon. It's a goal!
The Squishmallow squad are now in Happy Meal. Some fun, some food, it's all inside this Happy Meal. Until the 3rd of August from 11 a.m. Includes one pre-selected book or toy. Squishmallows range comprises toys only. While stocks last. Fair ordering policy applies.
Hey, it's Bex. Sorry, I'm just interrupting to tell you about the latest episode of a podcast I make called Judge Bex. You know that argument you've been having with your brother for the last 3 weeks? The one that nobody's winning? That one needs a judge. Good news, I've got a law degree, a gavel, and absolutely no patience for nonsense. Take a listen. Here's what happened in the latest episode.
This is Judge Bex. The cases and people are all real. Judge Bex's judgments are final.
So we're here because this guy here, he keeps farting and blaming it on me. And once this morning, he blamed it on my little sister. But it was a big fart and she couldn't have done it.
Well, am I doing it? That's the question. I mean, some of this sounds a bit baseless. I'd like to see some evidence, if I'm honest.
Right, I got suspects downstairs in the garden.
And what pet would you like?
A lizard.
Now, why do you want a lizard?
Supposed to come into my house when I'm having jam on my toast.
Get ready to enter the court of Judge Bex.
If you like that, there's more available right now wherever you're listening to this. Just search Judge Bex.
And it was like, please leave a message after the beep. And so one time my dad phoned and I answered the phone saying, I'm afraid Tony can't come to the phone right now. Please leave a message after the beep. And then I'd pause and he'd go, Tony, it's your dad. And it was me listening and I went, I'm sorry, that wasn't a beep. And he got angry and hung up on me.
That's brilliant. That's brilliant.
So, yeah.
That's fantastic. I've got the answer phone message on which I still have on my phone, is years and years and years old because for a long time people would call my phone just to hear it because it's just a little jingle that goes, it's Tina's phone, it's Tina's phone, please leave a message after the tone, it's Tina's phone. And that was what I loved. And so I'd get people like leaving me a message going, I'm going to call again to hear that again. And I was like, thanks.
So, again, for listeners, that is a message on the phone for you to leave a message if you ever phoned. You don't get it when you text. You don't text and get a message back to say, I'm sorry, I'm not there to read it just now.
Yeah, and I should also say that leaving a voicemail is awful and no one likes it anymore. No one wants it.
No,
Don't
not
do
at all.
it.
Nobody wants it. Nobody.
It's almost as offensive as boop, which obviously we won't be saying.
Dear it.
No, I'm just pointing out we won't be saying it. We won't be saying it. And you won't be saying
fair
it.
one.
So thank you. Thank you for not saying that. And I definitely wouldn't say boop on this show. Thank you very much. And sorry to any robots out there who are highly upset right now, even more so than when we told you you'd be banned from Venus. So we've got the second question. I have to give you legally. I have to ask you this question. This is very important, Mr Fibbers. You have to think about this quite carefully. Would you rather your hair was beetles or your toes were small gerbils?
Oh, what? Okay. Hair was like my hair was like the creature or the musical band.
Oh, that's a good point, actually. It just says Beatles, but it doesn't. I mean, I suppose it's spelt. I don't know. It's BEE.
Right, okay.
So it's not the band, the Beatles, because otherwise. I mean, how would you feel about Paul McCartney living on your head?
I mean, I think that would be. I don't think it'd be very light, and I think it'd be quite noisy. But I think he might be good at giving advice sometimes. You know, if I'm in a shop and I'm like, I don't know which one to choose, and he'd maybe direct me to the right thing. But it might be a bit awkward to explain to people.
Well, it's also a bit, obviously, I'm sure a lot of the listeners will know who the Beatles are, but they're not all alive anymore. And so you'd only have two of them on your head. But had you been alive in the 60s, you'd have had to have 4 people on your head. And
so
at one point,
it's
even
like
5.
balding.
Yeah. So you're losing your Beatles.
Slowly losing Beatles. I mean, it could be like, when was it? I did such and such a thing. Like, when did I post that letter? And then Paul McCartney go, yesterday. And I'm like, thanks,
that's
Paul.
nice.
That'd be handy. But if it's the creature, I don't think I would like that on my hair. I've spent the last year and a bit growing my hair, so my hair's really long in comparison to what it used to be. So I don't think I'd want to change that. And it was at gerbils for toes.
It was gerbils. Yeah, it was small. It says small gerbils. So because the beetles is nondescript, it just says beetles. So they could be dung beetles, they could be stag beetles. We don't know. Small gerbils. We know they're small gerbils.
We know the small gerbils. I think the small gerbils are my toes because then I wouldn't need to find fluffy slippers. My feet would just be fluffy, just at the end. But
that's nice.
No, I think I'd like that. I like gerbils. They're very cute.
I'm gonna throw some questions that may change your mind. Firstly, what if you could control the Beatles so you could have any hairstyle you wanted? So you could be like, today, Beatles, I want a mega quiff, and then they'd all have to. Then they'd all like and they do it. And what if the gerbils, every time you did put slippers on, they would bite and nibble the end of the slippers, so there'd be a big hole in the front.
Oh, what are you doing to me? This is
I'm just helping you think through all the, these things aren't. You've got to think about every angle of these questions.
I thought I'd thought through this, and I haven't, and I feel ashamed of myself. Oh, I like the Beatles now. I like the Beatle hair because that's like. That's like when Spider-Man got his symbiote suit and he can make it change into anything he wanted.
Yeah.
I think, that'd be amazing in the hair. Imagine that, like Mohawk. Whoosh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
No, I'm going for Beatles. Yeah.
That was a quick change, even though you don't know what type, because as I said, they could be dung beetles. They could be rolling balls of poo on your head.
You know, you've got to take the good with the bad. Swings and roundabouts.
And they can also be rolling balls of poo in a really stylish, cool way that everyone looks at you and goes, wow, I love your poo hair. And you'd be like, cool, like, thanks, dung beetles.
Yeah, man. You come for Princess Leia today? No, it's just giant balls of dung on the side of my head.
So that's nice. And there's also, it might be one of those really nice, there's lots of nice there's like scarab beetles. There's those ones, what are they called? Emerald beetles, jade, and they're like bright green.
Is that the kind of
green
ones?
Yeah, they're quite nice. Yeah. So, you could end up with some real nice, might be a mix, might be a nice medley of beetles.
Some of them fly. Some of them fly. I don't need the geese.
You don't
I just fly with my hair.
Fly with your hair. That's
your hair.
Nice. I like that.
Scarab Airways.
Oh, that's nice.
That's got a nice ring to it, hasn't it?
That's nice, actually. Yeah. No, that's good. I'm trying to think of any other. No, I think that's nice. I think you've come up with a name that is. It doesn't need to be a pun. I'd trust Scarab Airways, I think.
Or Fly, because you get Fly B. Is that still a thing? Or did they go bust? I don't know.
Yeah.
Fly Beetle could work.
Fly Beetle. Yeah, that's nice. I like that. Well, some options. You've got options. If you don't migrate south of the summer now, when you've got geese and beetles as your options, I think you're really missing out. But thank you for taking that question very seriously. I'm glad you thought it through because,
always. You know me. I don't like to rush into things.
Well, of course. And, you've answered the questions now, so we can legally, we're safe to move on. We won't be taken down by the courts, I guess. I don't really know. No one's ever actually complained, but it's possible. I'm waiting for the day. It'll be David Attenborough when he's not allowed to listen. He'll write in and take us down.
He's saving them all up, isn't he? He'll get to 101 and be like, right, I've got 12 of these to catch up on.
Yes.
What's he said about geese now?
Yeah, I'm quite worried, but at least I'd read it in his voice, and I know it'd sound nice. It would sound very relaxing.
It would be. Yeah, that'd be quite soothing, I think.
Yeah. I think that's the problem. Is it must be awful when he can.
You for £100.
Well, that's it. It must
that's
be
my David
awful if he has he can't complain about anything. I'm really angry about this, and everyone would think, that's nice. Keep talking, and he'd, no, please, I'm trying to complain to you right now. Like, it must be awful when people have those lovely, like when you have a lovely voice.
Yeah, like a soothing voice. It's like, you just can't be told off by them.
No, because you'd fall asleep. Yeah, that's why you want to teach you with the soothing voice, and then whenever they tell you off, you just have a little sneeze.
Yeah, you're like, oh, thank you very much. No, what I'm telling you is you didn't pass. Oh, do it again. Tell me again.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be lovely. Right, we've got this big question. And I need to inform you. Well, I'll read it all out to you, but I should say that this question is from someone called Linda, but I'm pretty sure it's not Linda in my Radio Nonsense HQ Linda, because I haven't seen Linda in 7 years, and so I don't think it's that Linda, but it might be that Linda. And if it is, I want to know why she's sending in questions and not here to help answer them. But I don't know which Linda. I'm just letting you know. I don't think it's that Linda, but
don't think, but it could be. Well, first up, hi Linda in HQ, Radio Nonsense HQ, and also hi Linda that sent in the question. If you are indeed the different Linda that lives,
different Linda, yeah, it's a lot of times I've got listeners tell me they think they know where Linda is, and when I look into it, it's not. It's like a different Linda. So this Linda still hasn't been found, but we'll see. This Linda, whichever Linda she may be, asks, and I'm going to read it out as it's spelt. Hi, I got a question. Says with a W, question. Hi, I'm Linda. Would like to say I'm leaving, and please answer my question. How was the Earth made?
Wow. Yeah. Well, I think that question brings up a lot of questions in itself.
It does, yes, it does.
Linda, where are you going?
Yeah.
I want to know, first of all, like, where are you? Are you leaving the planet? Are you from this planet and you've just been visiting and now you're leaving? Are you from Venus? Oh, that'd be so weird if she is. And she's like, I'm going back to Venus.
I mean, my issue here is already we need to answer Linda's question, but by the time we answer it, she might have gone.
Yeah. Oh, no.
She might not be there.
She's I hope where she goes, she gets a signal.
Yeah, me too. I mean, it could be.
She can...
It makes me wonder, is it worth us answering? I mean, we are going to answer it, but is it worth it when Linda's not even sticking around to find out what the answer is?
I know, hi, I'm leaving, but answer this question. Like,
yeah.
Oh, man. Yeah, no. That's a bit cheeky, Linda, for being honest. I think you should just wait. If you, phone in and tell us you're still here before I answer. I'll wait, thank you.
Right. This could be a very long podcast, yeah. We think this is going to sit and wait.
Yeah, we'll just sit and wait for Linda to call in. Do you have your phone lines open, Tiernan?
Yeah. So what do we need to? We need to put on some hold music or something. Something like that. Is that nice?
Press 1 to speak to. Boop. Oh no! Oh, I did it!
Oh no! Unbelievable!
Oh, so
unbelievable!
Sorry. Okay,
well, that's awkward.
Okay, so the question from Linda was, "How was the Earth made?" Now, again, this is another question. Does she mean the Earth as in the planet, or does she mean Earth as in what the planet's named after, like the dirt in the ground? Is it how's that made? Because I think that's made from that. I heard it's worms that make that, isn't it? They eat stuff and then they poop soil out, and that's how you get the nice soil in the ground, and that's Earth, isn't it?
Right. That's So that's Earth and dirt. Yeah, that's interesting. So I suppose that's quite an easy. Yeah, because I should say she's not answering why the Earth was made or when the Earth was made. She very much wants to know how. These are the mechanics. Yeah, so I mean, it could be just a worm pooped it out.
Yeah, I mean, it could be if that's the case. Right. So my theory is, if Earth, like soil and stuff, is made from little worms in the ground that you find and they eat it and they poop it out, Earth as a whole is a giant worm. And they talk about wormholes in space.
Right.
What do you need wormholes for? Giant worms.
Yes.
So I think, now, I'm fairly certain about this. I have no scientific evidence, physical proof, or witness statements, but I'm fairly certain it's a giant worm that ate something in space and pooped out Earth.
That's very interesting, because my problem with worms, I've probably said it a lot on this show, but I never know which end I'm talking to. And are you sure the worm pooped out Earth, or did it sick it up?
Did it sick it up? It's true. It's one of the worst things. You're sitting talking to a worm, and he turns around and says, "Why are you talking to my butt?"
Yeah, how rude! How
so
rude! Yeah.
Eyes up here.
Yeah,
yeah.
down here. It's always down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I wonder if you know if it's a bigger worm, if you can tell more. I don't know. They're weird things. I remember getting told that if you cut a worm in half, that it changes into 2 worms, but I don't think that's true.
No.
I wouldn't want to test it. I would never want to harm another creature just to test that theory.
Yeah, it's because they've got loads of hearts, which
They're
must
so
be
loving.
Yeah, that's very loving. And at the same time, you must think, I'd swap a heart for a leg. You know?
Yeah.
Just one
So
leg.
they've got so. I've got 2 kidneys, but if I get cut in half, I don't think there would be 2 of me. I don't think anybody would want that either.
No, that's true. And what a kidney's really useful, like helping you wee, I suppose. So you just be...
Yeah.
It's just 2 wees. It's not great.
I just wee twice as much. I already wee twice as much.
So yeah.
I don't need to add any more to that.
Yeah, it's not that great. So if you had 10 hearts, yeah. Yeah, it's odd, isn't it? I feel like worms have had a hard deal because also they've got, no one knows if it's their bum or their face, and then they've got to eat dirt, and it's like, well, they might want a sandwich.
Yeah, and why have they got 10 hearts? Like, we're big. We are much bigger, I would say, than most worms on the planet. I've not met them all, but most worms on this planet are pretty tiny. So why do they need 10 hearts? We've only got 1.
Maybe it's like a computer game, and if they eat the wrong bit of dirt or bump into a rock, 1 heart goes do 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 do, and then they
and fades down. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
And then they've got to top it back up again, or complete a side mission.
Yes.
To top it back up. Yeah,
that's right. Or collect a heart in the dirt. I mean, like just sitting there. And they hit
every time when a worm starts its day, it actually goes backwards first because it knows that's where the first extra life is on any computer game.
Always.
There we go.
Always there. You're right. Always go backwards. Yeah, it's a good bit of advice, that. Yeah. Well, because I know I was thinking of snakes. Snakes, when they eat apples, they grow longer. That's what I've learned from old games.
Yes.
So,
yep.
But worms, I don't think they get any bigger the more hearts they eat.
They don't get any longer. No.
I
wonder if they have to. Yeah, do they get longer? And snakes, they only die if they bite their own tail or body.
I think so.
Well.
Yeah, I think that's the truth. Yeah, But would you think if there was a giant worm that pooped out or sicked up Earth, that worm has to be pretty big?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think so. I think that's why you've got these giant wormholes in space. So, like I say, that makes sense because that's how they can travel. And why else are they called wormholes? Like, why would you call it a wormhole if it's not
if it wasn't a worm
for a worm?
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, it just seems silly, and I guess the universe is pretty big. It probably only comes around this way once every zillion years or something, and.
Yeah, exactly. The universe is massive. I've been reading this book at the moment by Bill Bryson, and it's you see the planets when you've got the little kind of the diagram that you get, and you've got the sun in the middle, and then the different planets, and they're evenly spaced out. If you were to do that, I'm pretty sure if you to do that with dots on a piece of paper, as in like that's the size of the sun is a little dot.
Yeah.
To get it the right distance with each planet. I believe he said it's like the size of a football field.
Oh my goodness!
And that's just with the dot of the sun. I might be off with my estimations there because he did give a few different versions of it, but that's the size. It's huge. So absolutely, you wouldn't. There's not a chance you would see a giant worm in space because it's huge.
I also really hope next time there's a big football match, it gets interrupted because someone's going, I've got to draw Uranus, and then everyone will laugh.
Excuse me, Jupiter's there, move.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Keep moving, please.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would be great. I hope that happens. So you think? So should we say the Earth was made? The how by a worm what? But if a worm pooped out, a worm had to have eaten something for it to become Earth. What do you think it's had?
I mean, I know there's a lot of comets and stuff flying around, so maybe it's just munched away on those and then kind of joined it together. Like if we eat lots of different things, it all comes out the other end in one big bulk. Well, most of the time. So maybe that's just what it's been eating on its travels. So it's not one specific thing. It's maybe just different rocks and different maybe stars. I don't know. Maybe there's smaller stars that it can eat, and then that'll give you heartburn though. That'll give you 10 heartburn if you're a worm.
Yeah. Oh no, I never even thought about that. 10 hearts.
That's like the worst.
10
That's
heartburn.
the worst thing, isn't it?
Oh, that's awful. Wow.
I need it ready. Give me 10. Oh.
That's awful. And I think like you see in the hospital dramas and stuff, if someone's having a heart problem, they get the little electrical bush, but a worm you need 10. You need 10 at once. That would cause an electrical outage. Yeah, it'd be like so much electricity. Crikey. Yeah. Yeah, well I like the idea. So a worm ate stars and asteroids and other things.
I mean everything here, it does. We all come from the same kind of. We all come from the same space dust and stuff. Like we're all from the same energy and stuff. So I think that makes sense to me. So yeah, because that's what they say. We're all made of stars. That's the song, isn't it?
Yeah, but I took that to mean that I'm basically a big ball of gas. Isn't that what it...
I mean, you are. But
yeah. That's I'm just very gassy all the time, and I think that's because of my star heritage, right? But it means we're bright as well, very bright. So that's good.
Yeah, we're bright and gassy.
Bright and gassy.
That's a lovely way to be in life. Bright and gassy.
I like that. Well, I hope Linda got that answer. I hope before she left.
Yeah. Maybe she either went to a different planet, or maybe she's got the idea about the flying geese before I did, and she's like, I'm leaving
Linda. Now. She's already stolen your idea. Unbelievable. Well, I hope Linda doesn't. If she's stolen your idea before you can do it, I hope she doesn't get her answer. I'm going to say that because I feel like payment. You can't. That's ruthless.
It is. But Linda, if you are still on the planet and you've not left for Venus or whatever, and you do hear this, I think you should message in and tell us that you're still here and you got the answer. And I hope that you're happy with the answer and you don't Google it and find out that it's false, because it's not false. It's true.
It's not true. False. And if you Google it, you'll be getting answers from the IIs, which are not,
exactly.
They're idiots. I'll be honest. They don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, they can't be trusted.
I wouldn't trust anything they say. Listen, thank you, Mr Fibbers. Thank you so much for coming on the show again. Number 3, your jack potato is in the post, and I've got to ask. You're always very busy. What have you got coming up in the next 19 minutes and 32 seconds? Anything exciting?
I am about to go and rehearse a wee play, which is exciting. I'm going to go and do that. And I'm going to do a bit...
Hang on. Let me check. You mean we, like how you said Scotland we as in small, it's not a play about we?
It's not a play about we.
Okay,
no,
good. Just checking. Right, okay.
It's not a wee play. It's not a play about we.
Right, good. I just had to check because I didn't want lots of listeners thinking, is there a play about making sure you got to the toilet before you arrived, and they didn't,
Yeah, there might be. I'm not in it. I didn't get that part, unfortunately.
Sure, okay, sure.
So, yeah. And then I'm going to do a couple more voiceover recordings at the moment.
Gosh.
So, but would you mind if I mention a couple of the books that I've done for some wonderful people? Would that
you
be
can
all right?
absolutely mention a couple of books you've done for some wonderful people. Yes.
Oh, that'd be brilliant. So I've recorded a couple of audiobooks. So some for kids that are around about, I would say, 5 to 8, and it's called Shayla Holmes. It's a lovely book about a little fairy detective, and her uncle is Sherlock Holmes, and it's a really fab book. And also one for younger adults called Landis, and that one's by Shelley Mack. The other one's by Laurie Keating. Landis by Shelley Mack, and that's a very mythical story about this whole other world, this magical world, and it's the first book of a series, and it was so fun to do. So yeah, hopefully people give that a listen.
They both sound
absolutely awesome. I can pay my bills.
Yeah, absolutely awesome. And that is Gus. So one for younger listeners, one for slightly older listeners, and none for David Attenborough because he's nearly 100. So
yeah, and he won't be able to hear this if he's...
No, exactly. Well, listen, thank you so much. So nice to speak to you again, and hopefully we'll get to see you soon.
Yeah, been a pleasure. Take it easy. Bye, everyone.
thanks so much to Mr Fibbers for having time in between his ladle management to help answer Linda's question. Linda, if you aren't that one, and you are indeed another one, and you haven't already left, then I really hope you liked your answer. But if not, please send any complaints you have to a worm who will eat it and then poo it out as soil, and I'll never have to see it. As he mentioned on the show, Mr Fibbers reads the audiobook versions of both Landis by Shelley Mack, which is for older kids and young adults, and Shayla Holmes' Fairy Detective by Laurie Keating, and I'll pop the links to both of those in the podcast blurb too, should you wish to have a listen. And if you have a question that you need to have answered, or you want to send in anything else at all, please get your nearest gib-faced grown-up, to help you email me at podcast@comedyclub4kids.co.uk. And do also check out comedyclubforkids.co.uk for all of our live shows too. Right, listeners, I have finally got my fancy hat on my head. Shh, fancy hat. I know it's just one letter different from what you are. I think you can cope. And, listeners, with my fancy hat on my head, I have come to the address that it says on the invite. But I have to say, it's not anywhere near Buckingham Palace. In fact, all there is here is this one old, really old-looking shack. I suppose it's a surprise, right? Maybe they don't sort of want to take you to the palace, that's too obvious. So, you know, probably behind these creaky doors is the king, just waiting to give me a special reward, and everyone will leap out and say surprise. Oh, it's going to be exciting. I've got to go for it. Here I go. Hello, it's Tiernan. I'm here for my award.
Howdy, welcome to Buck's Onion and Ham Palace. I'm so pleased you could join us.
Buck's Onion and Ham Palace? And join who? There's just you and me here.
Here's your special prize, an old slice of ham and a rotten onion, courtesy of me, Buck. You're so welcome.
I'm sorry, Buck, but I don't eat ham. I'm vegetarian.
What? No what? I thought I'd hide world-famous ham celebrity cheering ham from Radio Ham Sense. I don't believe it.
No, sorry, Buck, I'm Tiernan from Radio Nonsense. Oh dear, the envelope and letter were very smudged. I guess not only did I get the wrong address, but the postie delivered it to the wrong place.
You get out right now and give me back my ham.
Sure, Buck. Sorry. Oh, listeners, I knew it was too good to be true. All I wanted was someone to recognise all the hard work I do here at Radio Nonsense. Maybe one day. Wow, a package has just dropped from the sky and it says it's for me. What are the chances? Oh my gosh, listeners, it says you've been awarded a very special prize from Bunyan Palace. No, bye.
You have been listening to Comedy Club for Kids presents. Radio nonsense, radio nonsense, radio nonsense, radio nonsense, radio nonsense. It's the end.
Hey, it's Bex. Sorry, I'm just interrupting to tell you about the latest episode of a podcast I make called Judge Bex. You know that argument you've been having with your brother for the last 3 weeks? The one that nobody's winning? That one needs a judge. Good news, I've got a law degree, a gavel, and absolutely no patience for nonsense. Take a listen. Here's what happened in the latest episode.
This is Judge Bex. The cases and people are all real. Judge Bex's judgments are final.
So we're here because this guy here, he keeps farting and blaming it on me. And once this morning, he blamed it on my little sister. But it was a big fart and she couldn't have done it.
Well, am I doing it? That's the question. I mean, some of this sounds a bit baseless. I'd like to see some evidence, if I'm honest.
Right, I got suspects downstairs in the garden.
And what pet would you like?
A lizard.
Now, why do you want a lizard?
Supposed to come into my house when I'm having jam on my toast.
Get ready to enter the court of Judge Bex.
If you like that, there's more available right now wherever you're listening to this. Just search Judge Bex.